So that's where everyone got it from. The Akira movie was released in 1988 and is considered a classic of Japanese animation. Known for its stunning visuals and groundbreaking use of computer graphics, the manga was published from 1982 to 1990 and is considered one of the most influential works in the medium, having helped popularize manga and anime outside of Japan. Have you ever watched Kanye West's Stronger video? The concept of that video is scenes from this movie. That's how far it's reached. I found myself with 2 hours on my hands and wondered, is this really as good as people say? The story is set in a post-apocalyptic Neo-Tokyo in 2019, where a teenager biker gang member named Kaneda gets involved in a government conspiracy involving a psychic child named Akira. I love this purely because it's great commentary on humanity's hubris, our desire for power, the trials and tribulations of adolescence, and corruption. And the main characters are cool as shit. Kaneda is the MC. However,
they made you the head of the show, we get it. But are you really the show?
I would personally argue this is Tetsuo's story and is a perfect example of negative arc change. If you watch Dragon Ball Super, the Black Goku arc in Zamasu is another great example of this. He starts off as this meek biker boy. You can clearly see that he's tired of being meek, so much so that he goes out of his way to deal with a rival bike gang member on his own. Even when his girl gets the R word, almost, all he feels is embarrassment and anger that his friends helped him. Friends that he stole from. Fucking twat. Throughout this entire story, I found myself hating this kid more and more. And that's honestly a compliment to the writers. If the person at the center of this movie didn't elicit any emotion out of me, I would hate it. I hate him as a person, but I love how well written he is. He serves the purpose of this movie. Great example of human hubris, power, the emotions around adolescence, and corruption. The thing we have to talk about is animation. For an anime that was made before I was born, this anime holds the fuck up. And it is disgustingly smooth and fluid. The animators used a quick action recorder, which allowed them to quickly digitize frames and play them at 24 frames per second. This helped them check their sequences to make sure that, you know what, we're running smoothly. Just the way things are drawn, it's wet effort. The highlights and the shadows, I love it. It brings so much depth to the characters and the environment. The cinematography is fucking insane. The way shots are composed and framed has this way of sucking you in. Look at these establishing shots. Look at these close-ups. I am gagging on how to use lighting. Whether it's to light a scene or use it for things like light trails, they care about the details and I freaking love every moment. And according to my research, the animators used a whopping 327 different hues to convey its brilliant and futuristic world. Every light source was painted by hand. Fucking hell, man. Like, fucking hell. What serves as a great background for this animation is the music. In fact, it's more accurate to say sound design. They used an async clavier. I wonder if I said that correctly. Look, it was an early synthesizer and audio sampling device that was used to create the eerie sounds that feature throughout the film. It fucking works, brother. Yes, the songs in here are absolute bangers, but what takes this to the next level is how they are placed. There's moments where you get this hype track and it gets you so excited for what's happening in the scene, and there's moments where it's dead silent, but it elevates the story. I love when I can tell that the people who worked on the soundtrack of a movie cared about making a sonic experience that fits the tone of the movie. They didn't just go to artists and ask them to record stuff and slot it into the scenes as they wish. The character designs, some of them are mad cliche though. This guy looks like a classic strongman in the army. Kaneda looks like the cool kid. Of course this guy is a mole. And the mad scientist looks like Einstein. And maybe cliche isn't bad in this case. Just one look and you can tell who these characters are and what they are about. Honestly, isn't that the point of good character design? I will say one thing though, the fits go hard. I believe it's actually a great representation of what power really does to us. It corrupts. Through movies like Spider-Man, a lot of us believe that the average person would use their powers for good. You know, the whole with great power comes great responsibility bit. Akira shows us that a lot of us have traumas and dark sides that are held at bay by the fact that we lack the power to do anything about them. And that just like Tetsuo, most people, when given power, would descend into madness and corruption more than anything else. Insane and great movie. 8.5 out of 10.